What's up, Jags fans? Brandon here again. Quick reaction from the game. Sucks we lost again, but I think the depth still remains an issue. Looking at the 53 quick hits, who I think is going to make it, people who would be bubble players. Strictly focusing on the defense. Safety spot, I'm going to keep 5. I think Daniel Thomas earned his spot. He's going to be the 5th safety kept. Outside of him, you're going to have Wingard, Cisco, Jenkins, and Rudy Ford. So those are going to be your 5. For your corners, I'm going with 6. I think we got the top 3, Williams, Campbell, and Griffin. And then outside of those 3, I think you're going to have Herndon, Clay Brooks, and I am super torn on the 6th spot for corner, but considering that, special teams is probably what's going to win out the job, I think you got to go with Monteric Brown. Got good reviews from the special teams coach, so he will probably be your 6th cornerback taken. I think Gregory Jr. might make it to the practice squad, but we'll see. Now moving on to the defensive line. I think I'm going to go with 7. Jay Tufele got that probably 7th spot. I know Israel Antwine was up there, but I have him going to the practice squad. Besides Tufele, you have obviously Smoot, Key, Roy Robertson Harris, Devon Hamilton, and Foley Fatukasi. So those who I have there. Moving on to linebackers. I think Shaq Quarterman kept his spot. I think Chappelle Russell didn't do enough in this last game to keep that spot. So you're going to have Jameer Jones, Kaylavon Chason as the backups, Allen and Walker as your starters, and then you got Devin Lloyd, Aluakin, and Muma, and then obviously Quarterman. I had covered this in a previous video, but for your wide receivers, oh man, between that last spot, that 6th spot between Treadwell and Chenault, it's a close one. It's a real close one, but I think you could keep both and just not keep a 4th running back. But, it really depends on Coach Peterson and what he thinks is best for the team. If you are going to just keep one of the 2, keep Treadwell, trade Laviska Shenault. Try and find a partner, get anything you can for him at this point. Because Laquan Treadwell has no trade value. No one's going to trade for him, but people might trade for a young receiver and Shenault. So trade Shenault, keep Treadwell, and claim a 4th running back. Other than that, I think everything else is pretty straightforward. Offensive linemen, the depth sucks, clearly. If you wanted to keep, I guess, anyone from the offensive line on the practice squad from today's game, maybe Casey McDermott because he has, experience under center. Darrell Williams played horrible, not worth, resigning to the practice squad. Receivers-wise, I don't even know if you're going to keep anybody on, for the practice squad. Maybe Jeff Cotton, maybe, but they all looked pretty bad too. Garrett Prince looked nice. He looked like a young, up-and-coming tight end, practice squad worthy, but he could be in the mold of a Dan Arnold. Have him hip-to-hip with him and grow, under him, and he could be pretty good in the future. And E.J. Perry I understand why people are going to keep him. They, I guess, spent a lot of time with him, but I would be looking around the league to pick up another quarterback. Probably, if I'm the Jags, I'm looking at Kansas City. I'm looking at, Indy, Baltimore, and San Francisco. Those are the teams that I would try and grab a QB from, whoever falls out, and sign, one of those guys who gets cut to the practice squad there, if they're not already signed to the practice squad for their respective teams. That's what I would do. I don't think E.J. Perry has the leadership, the skills that you need to even be a backup. Decision making is crucial to help kind of, have a mind in the QB room, this guy seems like he has no brain. I was like curious what decisions he was making at times, but I'll give him credit. He did make 3 or 4 solid throws that I thought were really good throws, but it was just on a go route for the most part. I mean, I didn't see much else out of him. Otherwise, he was just dumping it off to your backs, and having them try to make a play, and sometimes they did, sometimes they didn't. So I wouldn't keep him, but to each his own, I guess. Anyways, that's my impressions of the game. Excited for week 1. I think week 1 we're going to win that game. Really pumped for this season. I hope you all are too. And let's see how the 53-man looks next week. But, forgot to mention, kicker battle, James McCourt. That's my guy. He had a great game. I think he's going to be the kicker when it's all said and done. But yeah, that's the last spot. And again, thanks for watching. Try to get another video out pretty soon, but thanks everybody. Bye.